All right, welcome back, everybody, to the fourth round of Modern Mondays here at Guardian Games. We are Portland Paper. I am Urchin Kali, and I am here with...
Ian Lunger.
And straight from Table 2, we bring you the top match that is playing it out. We're going to see Johnny again here, or Justin Armstrong, or...
Yes,
Justin Armstrong again here with his Simic Scales deck. And... this round, we'll be seeing Gabriel Boyer playing Sultai Urza. I haven't seen his list, but I imagine this is closer to the mid-range list, not so much the Wurza deal. More Okos, more Geese. I don't know it for a fact, but I imagine that's what we're going to be seeing here.
I think so too.
It is a banger. You are not wrong.
Yes.
Every time I meet someone to talk about Portland Paper, the first thing that they say is, how do I get it out of my head? It's so good, and it won't leave.
It does not ever leave your head. It's a blessing and a curse.
How do you feel about having birthed an earworm?
Oh man, I would give all the credit to the friend of mine that actually did it. He did give me the honor of allowing my voice be part of the harmony. So I get a little cameo in there, but definitely a friend of mine, Whofly, who sometimes is in chat, that was the true creator of the song.
The true genius.
Yeah.
Does it get stuck in your head?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. So actually, Relent 26, I don't think Justin's playing Oko, or at least we've not seen Oko out of his deck in the last round that we...
He may have him in the side.
Okay.
I'm going to take a peek. Since I own everyone's sideboard. Nope, that's an amulet sideboard. No Okos.
Okay, no Okos from Justin's side. The blue splash is for Emery.
Emery, Lurker of the Lock. Yeah, it is upsettingly difficult to justify not running Oko in any deck that can cast it, which is actually my biggest problem with the card. I think the card is very strong. I think the meta can adapt. The biggest issue I have with it is how much it damages diversity when you're building decks. It's upsettingly boring. I mean, the gameplay is also miserable.
It's true.
I don't like the card. I don't know if I think it's broken, but I think there are a lot of reasons I don't want it around. So Justin with a pretty explosive first turn here. Welding Jar, Dark Steel, Citadel, Mox Opal, Hardened Scales. What more can you ask for? Except perhaps I hope that last card is good. Gabe here. Burning Pool, Goose, Food, Bauble, Mox, Emery. Bauble you. What do you got? Show me what you're working with. Draw off Bauble. We don't have the truly grossest turn. Only the mostly grossest turn. I might wanted to keep that Bauble around, just because if he makes a land drop but doesn't have another way to find Metalcraft, then he's not going to cast his turn 2 Oko, which I imagine he just always has. So we're going to see a Hangerback Walker on 1 make that 2 with a Hardened Scales past the turn back.
Although Oko's not super awesome here, Hardened Scales does have some kind of built-in Oko protection in that if you elk the creatures with counters, they just become big elk, which is not the worst place to be.
No. You elking... I mean, that's always the problem when you're like, oh, I need that champion to perish or to stop growing. Well, you can stop it growing. That is an option. Just going to stick it big.
But however roided out it's gotten, that's how roided out the elk is.
Oh, God. Never mind. Here I am saying we set ourselves off Metalcraft. We just had the Goose. How could I forget?
Yeah.
Turn 2 Oko. This is fine. Make another food. Gas up the Goose. You can steal a hanger back for a Bauble. You can. That's rude.
Oh, see, I forget that the stealing's even an option, and the best part is my opponents usually forget that too, and then still beat me over the head with Oko.
He barely has that last line of text.
So then does that mean the Walker actually has to serve here?
No. He can crank it. It'll put 2 more counters on it and won't be stealable because it's 3 power.
Oh, okay. Or wait till Oko tries to target it.
Yes, that is an option. You could target it with Oko, crank it, and save it. But you just tapped it, so, I mean, Oko's not going to be able to steal next turn. But you want to be careful when
I
it's
think
tapped.
I liked your line of I think I'd rather grow it by 2 counters.
Yeah, you are letting Oko just go nuts with food. And we've noted in the previous round, Justin here is playing a very grindy scales deck. It's not very
Yeah.
aggressive. So that food generation is going to be incredibly important because he's not built to go super over the top. He's built to grind. And if there's one thing that is miserable for grindy decks that don't go over the top, it's gain 3 life a turn. I mean, or we just make it 3/3 and get cooking. Because these mid-range Urza decks are very solidly mid-range. They usually have something like a Karn or a Thopter Sword package to alternately win the game, but they primarily just want to attack. Okay, we have to be careful. There was no Metalcraft. Elks don't get crafty. Alright, what are we doing instead here? I do not like the upside down cards for elk, but it is not the same color sleeve, so that's fine. They didn't really make a good elk anything.
No. Yeah.
They
Kind
really
of
screwed us on that
super
one.
weird,
Yeah.
too. They're actually normally pretty good at giving... Wizards are normally pretty good at giving you options for tokens and counters and ways to track things. And then they made the most, like, convoluted card with really weird layering interaction and
Yep.
then also didn't give it a token.
Yep. I guess they just thought the card wouldn't see play. I mean, reportedly they never considered that you could elk your opponent's things.
Yeah.
They just like forgot. Anyway, why would I cast Beast within my opponent's permanents?
Yeah. Yeah, never
Sorry.
do that.
They get a 3/3. That's terrible. It's like Swords to Plowshares. Why do I want my opponent gaining life?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
It's too depressing.
I know. All right. Gabe here, gonna look at his wealth of options, most of them just written on that Planeswalker. Justin has the ability to crank that walker. Elk the Ravager. So we have the option... No. Exchange at the bottom one. We're going to Elk the Ravager, which at this point we'll just make him a 5/5. But if he wants to sack more things to the Ravager, then he can just make a huge one. Justin clearly very aware of the theft
Yeah.
ability here. Oko Thief of Fun. Now that's the one I like. Thank you, Vile Flicker Wisp. All right.
I like Thief of Formats, personally.
Ooh, you're not wrong. So we're responding to the Oko, elking. Crank the hanger back. How big an elk do we want? Do we want to get tall? Do we want to get wide? I generally think it's a better policy
Wide.
against Oko to get wide.
Yeah.
We're just using this as the sack outlet.
Wide
before
with
we,
flyers.
Yeah. Before we lose the sack outlet, we're going to hang out with some Thopters.
Do we load up on a Thopter here, or do we just get
Ooh,
a 5/5 elk?
I actually
kinda
like
just-
that. I like loading up on the Thopter.
I kind of just want a 5/5 elk.
No.
Okay.
He's gonna have ground blockers. I like a big friggin' flyer. Then he only has Goose to block.
It's true.
I like it.
But it's only going to be a flyer for a turn, and then it's just going to be an elk.
Well, then it's a 5/5 elk, just what you wanted.
Let you lose your Ravager. All right.
I get that it would be an extra Thopter and an
Oh,
elk.
it's just going to be able to kill Oko
Yeah.
in any case.
Well, the Goose can save it, but
Oh, yeah.
he can uptick Oko, and this is in response to the Oko uptick. So Justin gets a
Right.
turn with that 6/6 flyer. I'll play Urza. Sorry. I have all the respect in the world for you, Gabe. I play this
Yeah.
deck. So when I'm
Yeah.
making fun of it, it
Yeah.
is with...
This is
I don't know. I want to say all the love in the world, but I also mean deep shame. Because I also play.
It's a very strong combination of cards, and
Mm-hmm.
it's the value is amazing. Like it is insane value that this deck can generate. Very hard to overcome.
Yeah.
But can be overcome. The other crazy thing about Oko is just basically how much life it's going to gain Gabriel here,
Mm.
unless Justin finds a way to just go for lethal. But the
No.
goose and the food and the
You're priced into killing Oko, which is miserable because it requires so many resources to do and so
yeah.
much damage that you'd otherwise be sending face. Battlefield Course, I don't know that if he forgot counters on Ravager. The Ravager had 2 counters. He sacrificed a welding jar, putting it up to 4. He sacrificed a hanger back. I guess you're right. It would be at 6. Why is it at 5? How do we get 5? I'm seeing even numbers.
Yeah.
Unless it started at 1, in which case it's correct.
Yeah, it starts at 1.
Right, but was it
No.
on
Oh
1?
yeah, it should have
It
started
started
at
on 2
2.
because of hardened scales.
Yeah.
So we sacked a welding jar, 4. Sack hanger back, 6.
All right, I'm a little confused too, but
I believe
I wonder if
the
we can go
5 is
for
one short.
lethal here. Can we go for lethal here?
Do
Oh no.
it. Do it. There's a goose.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Rebuked. It's not exile. It's just gone. Or is that... Yeah.
Hmm.
One card for Gabe. 1 card for Justin. One of these decks is playing much fairer things. Alright, what do you do here if you're Justin?
So it was cast initially off of the Emery, and I believe that it's treated as a different
It is a
object when
different
it's
object.
countered and then put back in the yard.
Every time something changes zones, it's a new object. You
It's
gotta
a
do it, friend.
4-round event this evening, and we are in our final round of the evening. We pick the highest. Um, uh, help me.
We pick the table with the best record that doesn't draw.
Yes, those are the exact words that I was looking for. Thank you
It took
for.
me a minute. I'll keep the words. You make everything actually function. Alright, so we're swinging in. Goose has to block. It should be 7 counters. I'm gonna actually talk to him about that.
Well, he's allowed to miss.
He's allowed to...
Yeah,
Is he?
I believe so.
It's sacrifice Arcbound Ravager, put...
Well, I think he put as many as he had on the Ravager plus 1, but I don't think we can rewind at this
I don't think so.
juncture.
Justin's at 20. Gabriel not making a ton of headway closing the game, but now he's got some beaters and an open board to swing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/4 construct. Can be a 5/5 with Oko's food. Can be a 6/6 with Emery recasting a bauble. Or an astrolabe, maybe. Or we can just make more 3/3s. Why not? Now he is looking at 6, 7, 8, 9 damage in the air if he doesn't do anything about it. Which is a 2-turn clock. Oh, never mind. We have Cryptic Command. It's fine. Justin will never attack again. He's got a Bauble, a Cryptic Command, and a Mystic Sanctuary, so Justin never gets another attack.
Where's the bauble?
It's in the graveyard under the Astrolabe.
Oh.
And he's the Emery. So if you're not familiar with how this works, Emery will give him this Bauble. Oh, he's just going to draw it with an Astrolabe. That's fine, too. He's going to draw the Cryptic Command he just topped with the Mystic Sanctuary. He'll have it available for next turn. Next turn, he will tap Justin's team, bounce his Mystic Sanctuary, and then go back to his turn. Play the Mystic Sanctuary, top the Cryptic. In that case, probably use a Bauble to draw it again. And he'll just have a Cryptic Command on every single one of Justin's turns. Fair and balanced Magic the Gathering.
So, but Justin can win through
Yes.
Cryptic.
Yes. Justin will have to basically draw exactly Ballista.
Yeah, and now that... And Justin has the Emery to recur Ravager, but this Engineered Explosives on 0...
Is a problem.
Yeah.
That's going to clean a lot up. He has nowhere to put those Thopters.
It will keep the Cryptic from getting cast, or Justin can force the Cryptic to get cast and then potentially...
No, Cryptic is here.
What's that?
Oh, you mean if he sacks the engineered explosives?
Yeah, yeah.
He's one short, yeah.
Gabriel's got to choose.
Wait, no, he doesn't.
No?
He's got plenty.
Oh, yeah.
We missed that entire other stack of lands and Mox Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are fine. An elk.
It's tough to overcome. Oh, Emery's an elk now. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part. Lots of things.
You thought Justin got to have a creature that generated value? All he gets to do is attack.
Man,
but
you
he doesn't
do
get to
not want to
attack.
play the value fight against this Sultai Urza
Oh,
deck.
no.
Holy cow, does it just bury you?
Yes. I honestly have been playing the deck because it's very good. And it's actually really interesting and quite difficult to play. But, I don't know. I'm not joking when I say I feel a little, like, actually ashamed when I do this to people. I don't feel good. Scrapyard Recombiner. We can tutor for a construct. I believe we sacrifice an artifact. Tutor for a construct. It's got modular as well. We could put... Oh, sorry. I was going to say we can recombine for Walking Ballista. But we can't, because that's an elk.
Right.
That's quite a hard lock. It is quite a hard lock, and it's also quiet. It's also a quiet hard lock.
Yeah.
Go to attacks. No. No. Just stay calm, friend.
Yeah.
Shh. It'll be over soon.
It's true. Urza asks you to be quiet.
Just stay calm. Relax. It'll be over soon.
Urza and Oko have a plan for you.
Oh, God.
Actually,
So
I like to
gross.
think that if Oko ever showed up around Urza, that Urza just would have blown him up.
I like imagining that.
I don't think they'd be friends.
I can only hope. See, Urza... I mean, I feel like this is just a board full of bad boyfriends.
Yeah.
Like... Ugh.
Who else?
Who else
Besides
is
Urza and Oko?
bad boyfriend?
Yeah. Emery's...
No, Emery's good. Emery's a good
Okay.
girlfriend.
All right.
She and I are like this.
All right.
You can't see me crossing my fingers
Fair enough.
on stream. All right. Oh, here we
Yeah, that's
are.
true. Oko's like extremely emotionally manipulative, and Urza's like just blunt force trauma, like blows stuff up and kills the world.
I mean, Urza's like a charismatic older man with a lot of power.
Oh.
And Oko, can I say fuckboy on this channel?
Yes, you
The
can.
biggest fuckboy in the entire multiverse. Have you looked at him? The card was spoiled, and I looked at him instantly. I was like, "Oh, I've made this mistake before.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, sorry." All right. Ugh. I mean, I'm not wrong. Thank you.
No.
Ugh.
I'm kind of like avoiding trying to do the analysis
I
from
know.
Justin's side, because like there's like gotta be some outs to play for, but sometimes I feel like there's not.
When there was an Emery, I could see like draw ballista, Emery Ravager, pew pew pew,
Right.
like kill you.
Right.
But with all the food available, I think it's more like kill Oko and
Right.
hope that you can somehow get back into this game.
Yeah.
But unless Oko leaves play, I mean, Justin's never going to get him in combat. So here we are. We did get to
Oh, okay.
recombine,
That's
which I
pretty
find
good.
interesting. We probably should have been figuring out why Gabe did not want to elk the recombiner.
Yeah.
When he has a cryptic lock, he countered.
Had there been
You're not locked.
an Ink Moth Nexus,
There
I would have
was.
felt
Like
more
there was
comfortable with Justin's position.
Yeah. All right, Justin's packing it in. Ballista too
Nice.
late, not enough. Yeah, if you can kill Emery, you break the cryptic lock because he's not getting a second draw of return. If you kill Oko, you stop that. Oh, Oko is Joffrey from A Song of Ice and Fire because of the way he's lounging on the throne. I love it. He is also a sadistic psychopath.
I don't think Joffrey had abs like that.
No, he didn't. Joffrey was a spoiled, pretty boy.
Yeah. I was about to type Joffrey into the card selector, but I don't think that will get me the correct
I
card.
was playing with someone online once. We were playing a league, and we were talking about the opponent's Vendilion click. We're like, we got it. Just cast needle colonnade. But we kept talking about the Vendilion click. He just needles Vendilion click. We're like, no! Lost. So
Brutal.
bad. Yeah, Oko is too competent to be Joffrey. Joffrey is, in fact, just vicious and also stupid.
Yeah.
I don't remember if the plot is the same in the show because I kind of stopped watching the show halfway through.
Yeah.
But the fact that the initial attempt at sorry, I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh.
The show's been out forever. The book's been out forever. I feel like
yeah.
I don't want to spoil the books.
All right.
Am I
was
clear?
gonna say go for
just
it,
go
but
for it?
cover your
Okay.
ears if you don't.
If you don't want a Song of Ice and Fire
Game of
spoils,
Thrones spoilers.
don't listen. So, the original assassination attempt on Bran after he didn't die from the fall from the tower was probably Tyrion realizes this in his internal monologue, I believe in Feast for Crows. Oh no, he's not in a Feast for Crows, probably in Dance. But the point is, Tyrion believes, and it is likely true, that Joffrey was the one to set that up, and that's why a Valyrian steel dagger was used, which is incredibly stupid because it points to someone hired the cat's paw and someone who was wealthy, and also it's easily traced because it's a unique weapon. But the complete stupidity of hiring someone to kill Bran and doing it in such an easily traceable way reflects how dumb Joffrey is.
All right.
Is basically the argument. He's vicious. He's mean. He listened to Robert talk about how it would have been more of a pity if Bran had died, and then he goes and takes matters into his own hands and does it in the most boneheaded way possible because he's stupid.
Yeah, very unlike the
The
fuck
end.
boy that you see on your screen.
Yeah. Oko, oh god. He is the worst. He is. Though he's Show Ramsey. Book Ramsey is also stupid.
Yeah.
Show Ramsey is incredibly attractive. I'm sorry. Ewan Rian, are we kidding here?
Ooh.
Ewan Rian,
Ooh.
ladies and gentlemen.
I can't divorce the content of the show from the people. It's just too
I know
hard.
you'd like to,
Too
but here we
difficult.
are. Here we are.
Here we are at Oko, DIFA formats.
I could see Ewan Rian playing Oko in some sort of
Yeah.
movie adaptation of the disaster that is Throne of Eldraine.
Yeah, I didn't really get very far through the story of Throne of Eldraine. I just kind of read Wizard's kind of little spiel from the beginning with the Royal Scions, Willem and Kenrith or something.
Will Kenrith and
Rowan Kenrith.
Rowan Kenrith, that's right.
But Oko was very creepy with them. Like, I don't specifically remember any offering of candy, but I remember thinking in my head, this feels like I'll give you candy if you go into the forest with me.
No joke. I immediately, when Oko was spoiled, I was like, I'm super wigged out by this card. And it took everyone else, I feel like it took most people a minute to catch up or just to say it. But the first time I saw it, I was like, this just wigs me out completely. That was validated. We can talk about it later. There are issues surrounding the whole thing. We're going to get back to this match, though. In hand for Justin, I see an Arcbound Ravager and Hangerback Walker Forest Mox Opal. Going to play the Forest, cast the Mox, and pass.
We'll give you all a brief break from looking at Oko.
Yeah, please.
But I have a sneaking suspicion that we might see Oko again.
Ugh. Gabe going to snap a Flooded Strand, get an island. You're welcome.
Untap 2 lands.
Astrolabe, draw a card. Artifact barf. Typical. No turn 1 Emery. Hanger, back, Walker on 1.
This is a decent start for Justin. A little slow, no. Actually, it feels like kind of maybe a bad start for Justin. We don't have a Hardened Scales, and the Mox Opal didn't get turned on early.
Yeah.
But Gabriel's also not
On a
had
slower
the
start.
best of starts either.
Watch it. He already has the land and just gonna. Oh, they're both on top. That's good. That's a good sign. Oh, no land drop. Nope. Just checking the scry. Not passing.
Yeah, it looks like there's a Tarn in hand, so there is.
Oh, there we go. Usually you want to crack your crack lands before you scry, so you don't ruin your scry. Me and no, they play
I
that
can get
turn.
behind snap lands. I don't know if I can get behind crack lands.
I'm just gonna call them something different from here on out. Strap in, friends. All right, Justin gonna play a Pendlehaven. Not gonna tap that Mox Opal, friends. Not yet. There we go. Scrap Yard Recombiner.
This card's good with a Hangerback Walker.
So I hear. Gonna bobble you, says Gabe.
And
Gabe goes to his turn, draws those two cards he scried to the top. Pretty happy.
the Opal's online, so we can add counters to the
Opaline.
Hangerback Walker this turn.
Yes. We can crank it. I should just call them cracklands because I don't. I love them. I love my baubles. I love my cracklands. It's basically like everyone's like, why don't you play Pioneer? And I'm like, here's a list of cards I love. Pithing Needle's in Pioneer. The rest of them are not. Grump, grump, grump.
I think the only time I think of them as cracklands is when I'm playing Legacy and I brainstorm 2 cards that I don't want back on top of my library, and then I fetch.
Oh, feels so good.
Yeah, that's when I would call them cracklands.
So good. Yeah, I'm with you, Vile Flicker Wisp. Like, I hate 3 fairy so much, but I just don't have the energy to lately. Also, speaking of, here
I
he
liked
is.
it when Clark Clan Ironworks was the villain. Just
Just
a
a
little
4-mana
like,
artifact
yeah.
that says unban KCI.
It's a perfect character villain too. You're like, I don't know who those little they're just throwing stuff in the fire.
It's just an easy bake oven.
Yeah.
Throw eggs into it and get some baked eggs. What could go wrong? Also, by the by, with Oko in the format, question for everybody. With Oko in the format, can we just... Is KCI fine?
Probably.
Like, you have to win the same turn with it, or it just turns into an elk. Is KCI fine? Unban KCI.
Whoa,
Unban
no.
KCI.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, yes.
Whoa, I feel like that was like you just logic trapped. You just logic trapped us.
Yeah, I did. You're trapped in my corner now. All right. We're going to find an Inkmoth Nexus for Justin. Setting up some real business here. We crank the hanger back into turn. Not super explosive without the Hardened Scales.
No.
Vile Flicker Wisp does not want to see things that I very much want to see.
I'm with Vile Flicker Wisp.
Okay, here's Ravager. What are we doing? How are we going to get there? I will say that in theory I agree with you, and also
Attack
that
Oko.
idea really excites me.
Get Oko.
All right, here comes. Kill him. We can't kill him. We can kill him. Ravager just came down. We technically can. It would be very all in to kill him. I don't think I like it, but
Yeah, I'm pretty fine with any cards in Magic the Gathering, provided that the people that want to play the ones that nobody else wants to play against just have to play mirror matches against basically the same thing.
can we just have 2 moderns? Like,
Yeah.
regular modern and completely and utterly degenerate modern?
Forced mirror matches.
It's only fun if I play it. Yes. Wait, when is there a no ban list event? And also, yes. Attack Cowboy. We have similar souls. Yeah, I'm in. I'm super in. Also, if there's no ban list, we get all the artifact lands.
I think
1 Stony Silence awake from complete dysfunction. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna continue
Yeah, I'm gonna
playing
go with
my
the.
4 Ancient Grudge Karn decks then.
You would. I mean, it's fair. Justin, having a think. News, Justin, you are priced into killing that Oko. I'm sorry. It has to go.
Yeah.
I hate it, but it's true.
So
I think, but like,
cost.
I think you may even have to swing it Oko, sack Opal to Ravager, put 2 more counters on something. Float a mana. What is this line?
I Okay,
I
we're looking
think,
for a construct?
unless he's got something specific in mind, we're getting Ballista here. I think my line would have been sack Opal to Ravager, sack Ravager, put counters on Hangerback, kill Oko?
Yes.
Get Oko off the table. Work from there.
I'm trying to think if Gabriel has anything that exiles. Having a big hangerbacker is good, but you kind of want a sack outlet for it.
That's fair enough. I don't believe Gabriel has anything in particular that can sack.
But if it gets
Or
turned
can
into an
exile.
elk, then it's
Pretty
Thopters are
bad.
forever
Forever
encased
trapped
in
inside.
elkness. It's just
Gross.
a bunch of Thopters
I mean,
swimming around in
It's
elk
like a tom
belly.
tom. You have to like cut it open to get the Thopters.
Oh. That is an Ink Moth Nexus.
It is an Inkmoth Nexus. I think Justin's thinking
Or
really.
is it a wait? Is
No,
it
it's
Blink Moth?
I think it's Inkmoth.
I think the deck only plays Ink
Yeah,
Moth.
I think it only plays. Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
running 2 colors, you can't really screw around like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, Justin's sitting here thinking about an Inkmoth kill for future turns, but I got bad news about everything you're planning to use for that Inkmoth kill in future turns, like that Ravager. I'm not sure what we're
do we
doing here.
I am a little confused. I'm hoping that we're not just going to see the ballista like try and machine gun down. Like I don't want to miss the attack step. I guess we can attack with the Ravager, huh? We can make the Ravager big.
Did we just
attack
cast?
with
We
it,
just
and
cast the
then-
Ravager. Ravager's summoning sick.
Oh, right.
No, the only not summoning sick creatures here were Scrapyard Recombiner and Hangerback
Hangerback
Walker.
Walker. So now we can't get in any attacks?
Nope, we are not attacking this turn. Okay. I'm a little bit concerned about the Thief of Crowns. I'm interested to see where this is going. What next, Mox Opal Mage? I guess that's ambiguous here. Justin, a little low on time, but this time behind a game. Can't pack it in, but I believe he's already missed. I mean, maybe I'm not looking far enough ahead. I don't know how many cards are in Gabe's hand. Seems like a
It's
few.
fairly stocked, yeah.
You don't want to just kill this Oko and then have another one come down, but you have to do what you have to do. Another one coming down couldn't do that much damage. Oh, you hate to see it. So that Ravager is going to get cut off. No Inkmoth Nexus.
I mean, if
He doesn't
Gabe,
have the mana
if
to
Gabe
activate
makes a
it.
mistake and doesn't see the Ink Moth kill, then I think that's what happens here.
Yes. I have to imagine he will, though. And if you take the sack outlet, I mean, you can stack a ballista, but that's just not enough. Oh, crap.
Okay. Yeah, got to respond to the cast here.
This is, okay, side note. My hobbies include casting Pithing Needle against a Scales player and just watching them squirm. I don't even think of what I'm going to name because I know they're going to take a bunch of actions trying to predict what I'm going to name.
Right.
And then I'll just do whatever is relevant to the board when they're done.
Right.
All right, Justin takes no actions. Gabe names Arcbound Ravager. Which is just as... It was better than an elk. Here's an Eon 0. That's really bad. Wow. It's horrible. Justin. Oh no.
Wait, is it that? It's just going to get rid of the Thopters, right?
And the Ballista.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to pop it. I'll just go ahead and ping Oko. Spit in that ocean.
I can't quite kill Oko next. Oh, Oko
No.
still has an activation.
Nope. Witching Well becomes elk. Getting on the beats.
Oh, and it's bigger than both creatures on Justin's side.
Bigger than before. No swing. Defense elk. So we've got no Inkmoth kill. You know, I like the pithing needle. I like the pithing needle even more than elking the Ravager because Justin can't slam another one.
Yeah.
Arcbound Worker. He's not going to do enough work here.
No, I think...
This is Arcbound for disaster.
I think that the most frustrating thing is, like, you just play Oko, and even if the board is not, like, it doesn't have to be an empty board. It doesn't have to be, like any number of things can be the case, and Oko will squirm out, and you'll end up in such an advantageous position.
He's a slippery bastard.
We've had other relevant game actions from Gabriel's side, for sure, but...
Yeah, that's true.
Wait. Did we just sacrifice Ravager?
To Scrapyard Recombiner.
Oh.
We're Scrapyard Recombining. We're going to get
Okay.
scrappy. That modular trigger still happens. By the by, friend. I hope we remember.
He did. It's on the Inkmoth.
Oh, okay. Here's another Ballista. Yeah, so this week on Oko Misery Hour. Again, Gabriel, this is not personal. I also play the card. Just sorrow.
All right, we're coming in for some infect. Looks like 3 infect, 4 infect.
All right, this line is infectious. Might have wanted to sneak in a 5th there, but I don't quite know how we would have done it. Oh, next turn we can sack the worker, which will get in for... Wait, Inkmoth got in for... Oh, we'd already gotten one before?
The Pendlehaven, I think, was able to activate.
Thank you.
But that won't be able to happen again now.
No, but the worker can put another counter out. We can get in for another 4. Oh, God. This is the... I won't. We all know.
Yeah. You gotta juke it. You can't do the value battle. You gotta juke it.
Alright, here's Urza. It's fine. No flying blocker. Just my kingdom for top decking 2 Arcbound workers. And a sack outlet.
Gabriel's done a good job of navigating this and making sure to apply pressure now to try and get the game over with potentially no direct answer to this Inkmoth, although hard to say. Cryptic mana is available currently.
Great. Bad boyfriends are back. Bad boyfriends never leave. That's why they're bad boyfriends. Well, half of it.
Except for Yawgmoth.
Oh, wait a minute. Hardened Scales. Ladies and gentlemen, Yawgmoth is a great boyfriend. He's just moody and aesthetic. So Hardened Scales. Arcbound Worker now moves 2 counters. Oh, it's not quite lethal. We need one more. Dismember. Get out. Urza, go away. Don't forget, you gotta dismember.
2 blue floating.
Float 2 blue. I mean, at a certain point, strictly out of principle. But he didn't float it. He floated it with the food.
Yeah.
So he can't sack the food.
Right.
Right? Flavor win. Flavor win. I'm currently brewing a deck that's just pure flavor win. It involves Urza and Karn. And Mishra's Bauble. Alright. Activate this land. Oh! No! Alright.
So
Drown
I
your hopes
guess
and
we're gonna
dreams.
scrapyard recombiner it.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. So, Drown in the Lock, this is actually a card from Eldraine I really like, that I think is just fine and a really cool card.
Yes, great card design.
Drown in the Lock is based on converted mana cost. Cards in your graveyard. So it'd be a great time to Tormod script yourself. I've pulled that before. It's fun.
But its mana cost is 0 anyway, so...
No. Never mind. I've pulled that before in situations where it worked.
Yeah, it's really... That's great. And then in Legacy, like Magmatic Sinkhole is one of those sweet delve cards.
Oh, yeah.
You can really get people on delving instance.
And just getting out from under it.
Yep. Fizzling their spell and doing the thing that you wanted to do.
Alright, here's another Arcbound Worker. 4/4 Construct, pass it back. Oko on 8. Oko is here to the end of the game one way or the other.
Yep.
I have suspicions about which way.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of board states where I have thought, maybe I can beat the Oko, and I have not done it ever.
Usually, sometimes I let my opponent kill the Oko because I'm just like, what this costs you is game over already. But
yeah.
All right, we are timing round, so this is turn 0 from Gabe here. Swinging in. We've got some 3/3s. They all 3/3s. You're at 9, sir. Blocks required. What would you like to kill? I agree. Kill the construct. That one can get bigger. Wonder if Gabe's playing the Whir version, because this could get very ugly. Though I think he just wants to drown in the lock. Not that saving this is super necessary, because he's still lining up just horribly punishing attacks. And in fact, the construct might just keep getting smaller as he turns everything into a beatstick.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yikes.
An elk stick.
An elk stick. Alright. Justin gonna fall to 3. Modular triggers. That is one gigantic scrapyard recombiner. But it is not 18 worth of scrapyard recombiner.
Nope.
Merp, merp. Oh.
So this should be turn 1.
Turn 1 for Justin. He needs another blocker to survive. What do we got? Darksteel Citadel.
And chat, just so everybody's aware, we are going to have to get out of here real quick after this game ends because they are closing up the shop already. This is a long last round, so...
So we're going to say some preemptive goodbyes.
Yep.
We're going to see this to the end.
And then off we go.
Bitter end. But, yeah, in advance of that, I'm so glad to be back. I missed last week, and I missed y'all a lot.
Yeah.
All right. 2 mana. Gotta hold on hope. What do we got? Come on, Justin. Come on. Ballista. On 2. Yes. See you next Monday.
We'll be here.
Oh, counterspell. You knew
wow,
you had
there's
it.
another one.
Well, no, you're right. I was like, wait, we knew you had that. No, we didn't.
Oof.
Well.
I don't think there's any way Justin's going to be able to
We're done. GG's.
get this in turns.
Oh, no. What are you looking for, bud? I don't think that answer's in that deck.
Yeah.
Oh, we drowned the recombiner in response to the ballista. Now I understand.
Right.
I honestly would consider just countering the ballista. Because if you just counter the ballista, he doesn't have 2 blockers, and you're basically betting on the last card in his hand not being a blocker, and then you swing out and win.
Right.
So I think I might have just countered the ballista there.
But Oko might have died, maybe. And if Oko dies,
then you swing lethal.
Oko dies.
And then your opponent dies.
But Oko.
People got to stop having blinders. He's almost the only. He's almost only occasionally is he not the only important thing on the board.
Okay, can't guess. Oh man, it is awkward.
Kill you.
The whole astrolabe thing. You can forget when you turn your astrolabe into an elk that then they are not other things.
Awkward lab.
But anyway.
All right. It's been great, guys. Guys and other folk. Gabriel here going to take it down. Going to come out on top this week. We will see y'all next Monday. Portland_paper on Twitter. I am no on Twitter. Some of y'all know how to spell that. And so, yeah, Urchin Collie signing off, and
Ian Lunger also signing off.
See ya.